So for the last couple of weeks on the weekends, I've been hitting up a lot of these delis that do the halal style platters. First, I went to a place called Quick's because the other place that I really liked wasn't open. So I just said, you know what? Let's try this place out and see if it's any good. Then last week, I went to my favorite one, which was Chili Chili Deli and Grill. All of these are located in Paterson, New Jersey, which I think is the best. As these get posted, a lot of people from the area get wind of it, and they start recommending a ton of these places. In Paterson, there are a lot of these delis. The one that kept popping up the most that wasn't Chili Chili was this one. So I said, I've never had it. Let me try it out today and see if it's any good. I went to a place called Montclair Deli, located in Paterson, New Jersey. Now, please don't get confused, New Jerseyans, as Montclair Deli is called that because it's located on Montclair Ave in Paterson, not Montclair, the actual town. But it has a 4.5 on Google, which is really high ratings. The reviews were actually through the roof. I got a lot of the same similar stuff, and then one special item, as I tend to do with most of these delis. So let's show you what you got. Drop a thumbs up, sit back, relax. It is Saturday. SEC Championship is currently on, and I'm really excited. Let's start off with, well, first time seeing this stuff. This is the platter. I got the mixed platter like I always do. All right. I like the pita. The way the pita looks is right off the bat. They can tell they put it on the grill, which is really nice. They chopped up the chicken and the gyro meat, or gyro. Some people don't understand that I'm saying gyro, but that's, I guess, the right pronunciation. I don't really care how you pronounce it. And let's see the rice. It's underneath. Basmati rice. We'll get into this, but this looks good. This looks good. I want to get to the rest of the stuff beforehand. This over here is, okay, this is something that I don't really know what it is, but it was like their specialty. It's called Wahid Special. I'm guessing Wahid is the person who came up with this. I don't know what's on the sandwich, but that's what this is. It comes with fries and a Coke, and it costs about $14 or $15. The platter was really cheap, surprisingly. It cost $12.99. One of the cheapest ones I've seen in the area. White sauce is on the side, by the way. I didn't put it on yet. And then I got, I don't know which one's which. I'm going to guess this is the chopped cheese. I did get a chopped cheese. All right. Looks like a decent chopped cheese. Now, I'm used to chili chilies, which almost has like a different colored tint because they use like the sazon on theirs. This one doesn't. Doesn't mean it's not bad or good. It just means that there's a difference. And then finally, this was the number one ordered thing. This is a grilled chicken sandwich. You can get it on a small roll like this or a hero roll. I got it on a small roll because it's just me. But let's see what we got here. So it looks like grilled chicken with peppers and onions. And obviously cheese. Looks like there's some tomato on here as well. So this does look good. I'm not gonna lie to you. This looks like it's got some potential here. I'm gonna give my full unbiased review. Again, I have a set of ground rules when it comes to these places. They didn't DM me directly, but a lot of people, you never know who works for anything. So ordered under an alias, the whole 9 yards, and that's what we have today. Let's go with the platter to start off with. Let me make sure I get the white sauce on here. First of all, this more has like a garlic sauce kind of vibe to it. Let me just make sure. Yeah, these are all the same. So it's like a garlic sauce. I like that. That's a better white sauce in my opinion. So that is, again, a good sign. But let's make sure we get, again, I don't like putting like mad white sauce on it, but you want enough. Some people, that's why they give you 3, because they want you to decide how much you want on there, which I really like. I'm going to go with 2. People saying this is a lot. I don't know if you've been to these types of places. Some places, when you, like, people ask for it, they ask for it like drowned. I mean, you can't even see anything on the platter. So if you're saying this is a lot, I understand if you don't really understand where I'm coming from. This isn't a lot compared to what I see a lot of people ordering. Also, sometimes you get hot sauce. I didn't get hot sauce, but they gave a green sauce with it too. I'm not really sure what that is, but I'm going to try some on the side. I don't know what this is. This smells like ahi sauce. We'll see. All right, let's go with the platter. Let me see what we got here. Looks like it does have potential. This is pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, let's break it down. Let me get a little bit of the rice by itself. Let me start off by saying this. This is good. The price point is the best I've seen at any of these places. Again, $12.99 is really low. Some places don't give you pita. They do when they grill it. Love that. The rice is nice and seasoned. Damn, I just spilled half that. That's fine. Let me just do this. Their white sauce is much thinner than some places I've seen. as I always say, this is an I'm not mad at it platter. Everything about it is pretty good. Again, the rice is seasoned. It's basmati rice. It's not bland at all. They chop up the chicken and the gyro meat really, really fine so you can get it in every bite. Especially when you want to work it and stir it up like most people, including myself, would. If I was just sitting down with a platter and chilling. I like the flavor on it, especially the gyro meat. The chicken, compared to the other place, it's a little drier and a little less flavored. It's not dry, it's just drier. Big distinction. I'm not quite sure what this goes with because it smells like ahi sauce, but I'm just going to try it and see what it tastes like with it because you never know. It reminds me of ahi sauce. It is a little bit spicy, so I don't know if that's their version of hot sauce. It has a weird aftertaste compared to that, though, that I don't really find that pleasant. This platter, to me, is not as good as what I say is the best. Other one, again, you get a little more flavored. It feels a little more hearty, and I just like the taste of it overall compared. But if I was around here and I ordered this, I would by no means say that this is gross. It's just, when you're talking about the best, it almost has to be perfect. The other one I give a 10 to, for context. This one's pretty damn good, though. It's just, okay, I would say, of the ones I've had, it's third of the ones I've had. There was a place called Gyro Flames. Yes, I call it Gyro because that's what they pronounce it. And then there was Chili Deli and Grill, which was 1. Gyro Flames was 2. And this is 3. It is good, though. I'm kind of interested to see what the other ones are working with now, if I'm being real. But I would give this an 8 out of 10. Again, for context, the other one was a 10, and I had a 9 on the other one after that. This is an 8. Next up, we have Wahid Special. Again, I'm guessing it's someone, customer, owner, someone came up with a type of sandwich that they like. The platter comes, it costs $15. You get a drink, you get fries, which there's a ton of on the bottom of this, and you get this sandwich. Not quite sure what's in it, but we're going to find out. Again, it had no description. Philly cheesesteak, chicken, cheese, peppers, onions, maybe mayo or white sauce. I can't tell which one's which, but that does look pretty good. Nice job, Wahid. Nice job. This is good. This is good. Let me get a fry. These fries are the first ones I've seen that aren't the same ones that everyone serves, by the way. Crispy. They are frozen fries. But a little ketchup, whatever you're going to do with it, definitely workable. Back to this damn sandwich. Toasted. Love that. Bread's nice and soft. Love that. The contrast of the Philly cheesesteak and the chicken, it works pretty well. And the thing I will say, there's a ton of cheese on here. It's mayo on here as well. Now they put the ketchup on the side. I would have put the ketchup on there, but having the option is cool, so I'm going to go in with this ketchup. That combo is rocking, bro. I liked it a lot. A lot. Nice job. And if I ordered this, again, I'd be happy as hell. And the price-wise, I love the price. $15 for a combo meal that tastes better than what you'd get from any chain restaurant will always be okay with me. I'd rather pay the $15 here than go to a place and get what is considerably less quality for a similar price. There's salt and pepper too. So they give you the option. They say basically you want to season yourself, season it yourself. Cool with me. I'm gonna ketchup on the fries. W combo. Complete dub. I'll give this a 9. It's really good. The combo, with the cheese and everything, I'd probably say this is the best sandwich I've had from any of these places so far. And that includes chili, which I gave like a high 8. This is a 9. Next up, we're going to do the chopped cheese. I also want to say this. I give credit. I know people are going to say, oh, they're just doing their job. These days, I think you should get credit for doing your job because some people don't. The chopped cheese comes with lettuce, tomato, mayo, and ketchup. I asked for it without lettuce. I did an online order. They follow the directions. Some places, they just don't even look. And they just kind of make whatever it says. So, thank you, and I appreciate that. But we have the chopped cheese. Ton of burger meat on here. I'm guessing the cheese is kind of mixed in because you don't really see like any of the hue from the cheese. Got tomato, ketchup, mayo on here. Let's see what we got with the chopped. This is the first thing I've had that I like compared to other ones I've had. I think is average. Again, if I ordered this, this costs $11 for a big sandwich. Not bad price wise. And I will give them credit for the fact that you do get a ton of ground beef. There's a ton. The ground beef isn't really seasoned. When you have a chopped cheese, to me, you have to season the ground beef to kick it up. There's also the way that they chop this up. There's cheese. I taste it a little bit more on this side. I don't taste the cheese at all on this side. So if I take one bite from here, and I was sitting here and doing like a one bite, I would tell you it's really bland. Most of the cheese is just sitting on this side. You got to make sure it's like even. I know people say I'm nitpicking, but I'm comparing it to other delis in the same area. So this is where the comparison comes from. I also don't think there's enough ketchup or mayo on this. So it just comes across as like generally compared to the others blander. Not bland, but blander. Now you sit here and you got ketchup and you could do something with this, but compared to the other ones I got, it was in every single bite, and it was on point. This is okay, and you can work with it, for sure. But I would rather get the Wahid Special. That's where it's at compared to the chopped cheese. Chopped cheese is one of those things, again, it's getting popular, so it's at every single deli, but not everybody knows how to, like, do it right, in my opinion. Still, I would give this a 6 out of 10. It's not bad. It's just, again, there's better options in the area. And finally, we have the grilled chicken, their #1 ordered thing, which I did last, which is whatever. Knowing that that grilled chicken is also on the Wahid Special, I feel like this is going to hit. It's on what we call a hard roll in New Jersey. It just means like a smaller roll. It's not necessarily hard. This looks like a Portuguese version of it. So the outside is a little crispy, but the inside is always nice and fluffy. They're just something that we get from around here. So let's try it. Grilled chicken. Should I open it up? Yep, grilled chicken, tomatoes, peppers, and onions. And cheese. I wouldn't be mad at this. Their grilled chicken, the sandwich version, is pretty good. Again, you're using breast. Compared to the other places, it's a little drier. But I am by no means saying that this is like inedibly dry. If that makes sense. Big ass. Is that an onion? I don't like big onion bombs in my food. Huge chunks of like tomato, peppers, onions in here. You add in like the juicy tomatoes and the mayo and stuff, it definitely isn't as dry as when you get it on the platter. I do think the peppers in here are just too big. They have to be either sauteed finer. I don't want crunchy, slightly undercooked peppers in a sandwich. Again, that's a preference thing, but this almost tastes like a chicken fajita in a sandwich. It's not bad. It's better in there with the cheesesteak that makes it a little less dry, and there's more cheese in that, but this is decent. This is the cheapest thing I got. It cost $8. It's good. This is really the best thing compared to anything else. I wouldn't mind this, but I would rather get the chicken cheesesteak or something like that from other places. The only reason I got this, again, #1 ordered thing. The question is, do I think that this is now the best deli? The answer is no. And it's mainly because I feel like everything I got at Chili Chili was at least an 8. Most were high 8s, and then I had a 10. This one, this is a 9. It's like an elite sandwich. Everything else is pretty good. If you get this, I would tell you, if that's the only thing you order, absolute dub. Everything else, again, is good. I just think that the other one is slightly better. But if I was ranking all the ones I've done so far, which is about 5 or 6, I would put this at #2. It's better than the other ones. Everything seems pretty good. I just think the other one has a little bit more oomph to it. So, you recommended it. I wanted to try it. I wanted to give my honest opinion. It's good, especially if you get that. So, nice recommendation. I appreciate that. If you have more, please drop them. We'll do more. We'll see what happens. Now, since I've been adding a little bit of tech reviews, a lot of comments had to do with the stuff that I used to film with. So basically, I have two different setups, and I'm going to explain the outdoor setup that I use in my car, which is the simplest, most effective, and if you're looking to get something on a budget, in my opinion, cost-effective way to film things. This is more targeted towards people who are doing things where they're on the go, where you don't want to have a tripod, vlogger types where you want something handheld that you can hold in your pocket. You probably see it off to the side here. This is what I film in the car with. Now, I have a little mini tripod that I use to prop it up on my car, but this is the exact setup. I don't use any microphones or anything. This is a DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and it's one of the best things that I have used as far as buying equipment. So it films in 4K or 1080p. It films in vertical or in landscape, so I use it for my shorts as well as my long-form content, and it's as simple as just turning this thing on and shooting. So if you press record, that's it. There's nothing else you have to do. Now, you can obviously calibrate the picture a little bit, but out of the box, there's not a lot of stuff that you have to do as opposed to buying an expensive camera. It's still recording. Now, I do have a microphone that I use when I'm filming shorts, but I don't use it when I'm filming outside. I use the built-in microphone, which it has omnidirectional, meaning it does every direction that you want to, or you can use it so that it's pointing towards you. It has a gimbal on it so that no matter what I do, it will stay where it needs to stay. You can obviously rotate the gimbal. It has an option right on the button. So if you can see right here, the camera is facing you, but if I press this button right here, it will turn and face me. So you have an option to do that as well. This cost about $500, or it has a creator bundle that costs $600 plus. I think it's $629 right now, unless you catch it on a sale with the microphone. But without the microphone, out of the box, it's this. Another great thing about it is I have never dealt with any overheating. Cameras do overheat when you're filming long form content. I haven't dealt with it even when filming for 30 minutes in the summer. The battery life on this thing is fantastic. I even do have a couple of accessories with this, one of which is a battery pack that you can attach right to the bottom of this, which looks like this. All you do is attach it right to the bottom, and it gives you extended battery life if you do want it. I have not had to use it one time. The other great thing about this when it comes to the battery life is if you put this in a charger, it charges to like 60% in 10 minutes. It only takes me about 10 minutes to charge this thing full with my charger at home because it doesn't really drain the battery as much. Now, there are cameras at similar price points, which I do have. I can show you in a separate video, but as far as for cost effectiveness, that is the best thing that I've bought. For context, I do have more expensive cameras. The camera I'm filming on right now cost me $1,100, and I have an even more expensive camera, which I think is a complete waste of money now, which I spent about $1,600. Not including the lenses, which you have to buy as well, which are going to run you hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on which one that you get. This is just point and shoot, and for most people that are filming for YouTube and vlog type of stuff, this is more than adequate, and it's not ridiculously expensive as opposed to everything else. Again, it is called a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I am not trying to sell you this. If I put a link there, I'll put an affiliate link or something like that, so if people want to have it, yeah, I'll get a kickback, but I'm not joking when I say this. This is the camera that I use. I'm not trying to sell anybody anything that they don't want to buy. If you are a vlogger or a person who does a lot of filming on the go, all right, this sounds like an ad, but I love this damn thing. Like, I've talked about it on stream a bunch of times. But again, if you're a vlogger or a person who does filming on the go, even if you're a person who wants to film like your kid's birthday party or something like that, this thing is amazing, and I do highly, highly recommend it. If you do talking head content, the only thing I will recommend is get the more expensive version with the DJI microphone. It's wireless, and it films like up to 100 feet away, which is really, really good. You don't need it if you're filming anything that's just like this, but it's noise canceling, whereas this is going to pick up some outside noise. But that is my tech review for today. Saturday for me is my reset day where I do my laundry and make sure I got to clean my dogs and take all the hair off of them, and it doesn't matter. It's one of my only days that I'm kind of like getting my errands done. So that's what I'm about to do. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Good deli, second favorite one I've had so far. Appreciate the recommendations. We'll be back tomorrow. More content, men and hand signs. They made it to YouTube.